If you're a service business owner and you're running Google Ads and the leads you're getting are expensive or they're just bad quality, this video will show you what's broken and exactly how to fix that. For most service businesses, it's not actually a problem with Google Ads themselves. It's a setup and a tracking problem. And fixing this is what separates a profitable Google Ads campaign from a money pit. My name's Adrian from Grove Savvy Marketing, and I help local trades businesses and service businesses use Google Ads to bring in more profitable customers without all the junky leads. In this video, I'm breaking down 5 Google Ad fixes to lower the cost per lead for trades businesses like plumbers, electricians, HVAC, and also other local service businesses that want high quality leads. Tip number 1 to lower the cost per lead for your Google Ads account is to stop using the wrong bidding strategy. This is the fastest way that service businesses just waste their money. If you're using max clicks or manual CPT, the first rule about your bidding strategy is that you want to be getting 25 to 30 conversions per month in order to use some of the automated bidding strategies like maximize conversions or maximize conversion value or maximize clicks. If you're not getting this, then you want to start with manual cost per click. When you're first starting out with Google Ads, you don't really want to be starting with an automated bid strategy like maximize conversions, because when you first start, Google Ads doesn't actually know what a conversion looks like. So we need to be getting clicks and conversions first to give Google the data to know what that looks like. And you need to be getting 25 to 30 conversions per month before switching to an automated bid strategy like maximize conversions. So the best thing to do is to start off with maximize clicks, or you can start off with manual cost per click. Manual cost per click is going to be better if you've got a limited budget. One important tip when setting this up is to make sure that you have conversion tracking set up, phone calls and form fills. Without those, Google won't actually know what a conversion is. I'll cover that a little bit more in the video later on. Hack number 2 to lower your Google Ads cost is to fix your targeting. So we'll start with the Google Display Network. We want to be turning that off. And we also want to make sure that Include Google Search Partners is turned off. Having either of those two things turned on is going to greatly push up your Google Ads costs and your cost per lead. Location targeting is a setting that costs a lot of trades and service businesses money when it comes to Google Ads because they don't have it set up correctly. So we want to be making sure that we're targeting the correct area for the area that we actually service. And specifically what you want to do is to make sure that you include the location here that you actually service, and you might want to exclude areas that you don't service or that you don't want to get leads from. And if you're just starting out and you've got a small budget, I would recommend only targeting part of the city if you're in a large city. How much of the city you target is actually going to depend on your budget and how far people are willing to travel to get to your business. But as a rule, people prefer to do business with people that are local to them rather than all the way across town. And that's what's going to give you the biggest chance of success to start with. And one more tip for location targeting when you're using Google Ads for service businesses is to select the presence in or regularly in your included areas, locations. You don't want to be serving this one or selecting this one because it's going to show your ads to people that are outside the area that you service. So select this one and that will save you a bunch of money. Hack number 4 when it comes to reducing your Google Ads cost per lead or your Google Ads cost is to make sure that you have conversion tracking set up both for your website forms and also for phone calls. Most trades and service businesses get right the form tracking on their website. So they're tracking when someone comes to their website, they fill out the contact form and they know that's a conversion. Where you're losing a lot of money are phone call leads, and they may be getting phone calls, but most people aren't tracking phone calls and you're missing out on giving Google a lot of valuable data. So if Google knows that you're getting a conversion from a phone call, Google will then be able to go out and find more of those conversions. So there are 2 ways or 2 things that you need to do when you set this up. First one is you need to be tracking the phone number from your ads. In many cases, Google will put a phone number in your ads or a call button, and we need to be tracking that. So we can set that up. And you also need to be tracking calls from your website. And to track calls from your website, you're going to use something called dynamic phone number swapping. Google has this function natively, or you can use a call tracking app like What Converts or CallRail. And once you have that set up, that will give Google the information it needs to go out and find even more of those leads, lowering your cost per lead. And the fifth mistake I see when it comes to service businesses and trades businesses running Google ads is their keyword selection and their lack of negative keywords. Without negative keywords and poor keyword selection, you're going to be costing yourself thousands. So if we get these things right, we can generate leads for a cost that actually makes sense for your business, and that will be profitable and also attract the right kind of buyers. So to do this, we want to be specific with our keywords. So for example, instead of just electrician, which a lot of businesses might do, the problem with just a keyword like electrician, that could mean electrician jobs, electrician tools, so it could mean a whole bunch of things. So instead, we're going to be specific with our service. We're going to say switchboard upgrade, and then we're going to put the location, Sydney. Now, I'm not saying electrician and your location, like Sydney, electrician Sydney can't work, but it's going to be harder to control the spend on unless you're using exact match keywords. So these sort of precise keywords are going to be far more profitable. And the next thing that you should do when you want profitable keywords for lead generation is to add some negative keywords. Negative keywords prevent your ads showing up for terms that you don't want your ads to show up for, and they're going to be low intent terms. So for example, certification, jobs, tools, so electrician tools, electrician jobs, you don't want your ad showing up for that if you're selling electrical services. So we're going to put negative keywords like that into our negative keyword list, and that will save you a lot of money and that will lower your cost per lead. Doing this one tip alone could easily save you 20, 30, 40% of your ad budget and funnel that towards highly qualified leads. Just a quick recap, most service businesses, they don't fail at Google Ads because of the competition. They fail because they haven't set up Google Ads correctly, they've missed some settings, and they don't have the correct tracking set up. If you fix your bidding, your targeting, send traffic to the right place like a proper landing page, you track leads properly, and you block junk searches with negative keywords, then your campaigns will be profitable. Before you go, if your Google ads are bringing in clicks, but they're not consistently turning into good paying jobs, or your leads seem expensive, I've put together this free Google Ads Waste Finder checklist. It'll show you exactly where your budget is leaking and why you might be attracting the wrong kind of leads, unprofitable leads. The link's in the description below, and if you'd like help from a professional, you can book a call with me and we can fix broken campaigns and get them converting and profitable again, or we can set up new campaigns for you. Again, the link's in the description below. Cheers.